Weh. Weh. Hello. Happy early Halloween. Or Halloween, I guess, if you're in a different time zone. I got my Halloween PNG out. Yeah. I don't really have anything planned for today. So I've just been like really low energy. I got a migraine coming on. And that tends to happen whenever like the weather changes. It's like pressure sensitivity. I don't know the exacts of it, but yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's not allergies this time though. I checked the ragweed pollen count. I'm gonna check it again actually. But it's been relatively low because we're getting to like the end of ragweed season. Yeah, it's been kind of low. I learned this year that I get migraines. I thought I just got headaches on one side. Oh yeah, if it's just like on one side and the sides alternate, that's a migraine, baby. And if you're really lucky, and by, I guess, maybe unlucky, you get auras with the migraines, which is like, you get to have little hallucinations, and you get to have nausea and fatigue, brain fog, and all sorts of fun stuff. Also, they're triggered by like so many different things. Always the right side. Yeah, I know my migraines tend to favor the right side. But sometimes I get them on my left side. Hallucinations and nausea? Talk about a jackpot. Yeah. Yeah, God. It's mostly manageable, at least. How's the new place treating you? Really nice. I really like it here. Toffee also, again, she's adjusting. Super good. I think I just fed her dinner. So she's eating right now, so she hasn't decided to interrupt just yet. But she's been doing good. I still need to stop by my parents and grab like the cat tree for her, along with some other stuff, but I've just been so tired. So I just haven't really been doing as much as I should, probably. Everything costs money and energy. Why does it gotta be like that? Why can't I violate the laws of thermodynamics? They should just let me do that. They should let me break the laws of physics. I deserve to be able to. Finishing unpacking takes forever. Yeah. It's not even that. It's that I don't have furniture. I don't have shit to like put stuff in. Like if I had like some shelves or something, that would be a lot easier, but I don't have that. All I have is my desk and my bed. And then a single stool in the kitchen. Plot twist. The time clone you got to reduce your workload also has depression. Yeah. I do live in a liminal space. I look like a fucking, you guys ever see like r/male living space? Kinda looks like that, I feel like. Hello. Yeah. I'm an evil eldritch demon now. But yeah. God. I haven't looked at that subreddit in a while, but there's some, there's some good posts from there. I have a TV in my living room propped up against a chair that's been there for 2 years. Yeah, I get that. It's 'cause, like, furniture is expensive. Like, do you know how much... Oh, you can't bonk with this model. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There. Pop, 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 pop. There you go. I think Wayfair has some affordable furniture, but it kind of sucks. And IKEA. Ooh, I don't actually know where my nearest IKEA is. I think that'd probably be a drive, but moving here was a little bit of a drive anyway, so that's not really too much of a problem, I don't think. Actually, I'm gonna Google. Google, help me. Oh wow, yeah, that's a solid couple-hour drive. Oh yeah, delivery is true. Yeah. We've used Amazon for some of the stuff. But we'll see. My furniture is half IKEA and half found next to the dumpster at first apartment. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I go for a drive on the weekend through a nice neighborhood. They leave good stuff by the curb. That's true. I'm not sure what the nice neighborhood would be here. I can say I am really happy with the location I'm at right now. I said it before, but it's like really nice. Like, I don't want to go into too much detail, but it is the nicest place I've ever lived. And it's cheap. Like $875. It's great. And I get to have toffee. I wonder what she's doing now. Yeah. I'll take a glance at IKEA, at their site. What I really want is I want one of those, like, really big armchairs. One of those, like, super oversized ones. Or, like, really fluffy. And yeah, no used upholstery. That's just that's you're begging for bugs. Yeah, I have a pretty normal amount, I would say. One of them also like moved in around the same time as us, so that was cool. Insects and weird stains. Yeah. I saw a mattress that was like put out, and this was at like a different place, but I saw a mattress that was like put out in the morning, and then I looked there again in the afternoon and it was gone. I don't know what happened to that mattress. Not that I would have grabbed it, because it was a twin one and it's by a dumpster. That's gross, but where did it disappear to? Yeah. I still want to get an air fryer. There's just too much shit that I need to get. Oh, you know, what I really want to do is I want to get like the ingredients, like maybe do some baking. Maybe make some bread. I haven't had me some homemade bread in a while. I gotta figure out how to like make it so it's like fluffy. Because I don't like dense breads. I feel like it's easier to make a bread that's accidentally too dense. Also, even though I'm not really a sweets person, I do like sweetbreads. I like brioche a lot. I like Hawaiian bread. You can always update your throne too. Yeah, that's true. I think I have an air fryer on there. I don't know. Speaking of throne stuff, I remembered that I had the stream deck again, but I only remembered like 15 minutes beforehand, so I just I took it out of my box and now it's sitting on my desk. It's unplugged and stuff, but it's there. Let's see. Someone keeps trying to suggest for me to have 150 live ladybugs. I think I'm gonna say no to that. Yeah. I love getting like dishes from Goodwill, but then like I saw someone like make a video about like how they would like do like lead tests on some of the stuff and how there'd be like lead in it, and I was like, oh, that's a little scary. Like, pros, it's a really, really cute cup. Cons, it will poison you slowly from the inside out. Yeah. Also, I don't have like the means for it right now, but like I like looking at like uranium glass. Like I think it looks cool. But that's something I'd want to make sure like I had that like in a safe setup. Which, granted, uranium glass isn't really that dangerous if you're not, as long as you're not like drinking from it or like consuming anything around it. Like, don't like touch your eyes or nose or anything after touching it. Stuff like that. I think uranium glass is only dangerous when broken. Yeah. That's the thing, is like if I wouldn't use it for daily use because I'm too scared I would like drop it and have a bad time. I know there's like that one, there's Fiesta Wear. Specifically, I love the orange color. Like the radioactive ones. I love that shade of like red orange. It's just so vibrant. So cool, it'll kill you. But yeah. I feel like radioactivity is like, it's scary. And I think it's the closest thing that we have to like an eldritch horror as possible. Because it's this unseen thing that will literally like rot you alive and you don't even know. But I don't think it's like super scary. I think it's one of those things that's like you just need to like know what you're doing. Oh, thank you for the head pat. Hold on. I don't have the automated redeems on this, so pretend that this is moving. Pretend that it's animated, rather. All the good colors are poisonous. Cobalt blue, arsenic green. Oh my god, yeah. Arsenic green is really pretty. Like, I don't know. It's just a really pretty shade. Also, do you ever like think about how there's like colors that you can't see because like an RGB monitor will never be able to like actually like put them out? Like cameras can't capture it very easily. Yeah. Wow. Steve, the it's chips. Sorry, I have this flipped because how this layout is. Magenta is straight made up. It doesn't exist. Yeah. That's great. I love color theory. I hate it when I'm like actually trying to draw. I'm trying to figure out how to do like backgrounds, but god, I love color theory in theory. But yeah, that's like I really want to go to like a big museum that has like fancy artwork and stuff. Because I want to like see those pieces in person. Honestly, I kind of want to look at like some modern art too. I feel like modern art, understandably, gets kind of a bad rap. But I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Like, yeah, anyone can do it, but I think that that's kind of the beauty of it, is that when you think, oh, anyone can do it, and then you try to do it, and then you find that it's actually like kind of fun to do. It's fun to just create for the sake of creating. And it's fun to see meaning and stuff, because we are pattern seekers. Like, our brains are built to look for patterns. And it makes my brain happy when I look for the patterns and I find them, whether they're real or not. My favorite art is a random stack of rocks in the woods. Add a rock, remove a rock. It's collaborative community effort. Ooh, that reminds me of one of my most favorite art pieces. God, what was the name of it? Portrait of Ross. It is a art piece that makes me super, super emotional. But the gist of it is that the artist, the candy is the same weight as his partner, Ross, who was diagnosed with AIDS and passed away. And like the candy is the same weight as him, and then it's like installed, but the whole thing about the exhibit is that it's interactive, so guests can come up and can take a piece of candy, and then it's like symbolizing the AIDS slowly killing him and taking him apart. And it, like, ugh, I'm doing a disservice describing it, but oh, it makes me emotional. But yeah, that is by Felix Gonzalez Torres, and oh god. It's just, oh, good art piece. Feels like the weirdest pieces get the spotlight, but sometimes that's the point. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I also like the robot arm that was bleeding hydraulic fluid and sweeping up after itself. Oh, yeah, I saw that one too. I thought that was cool. I saw the like when it was first installed versus like 2 years or so later. Like, man. Like, not to sound like we live in a society, but like, damn, we live in a society. I don't know. I love art, man. I love that, like, I don't even know how to put it into words. It's just really cool being able to kind of examine a reflection of ourselves. Yeah. Art reflects life, and life reflects art. And it's kind of cool just like looking into the mirror. I just think it's cool. Ugh. God, my brain is so empty. I like pulled a muscle this morning when I was sleeping. I don't know how I did that. Just really talented, I guess. Very talented cat. No! You're right, but no! I like... Hi, Marasmo. No! Don't tell me that! Don't tell me I'm catching the old, no! But that does remind me. The other day, like, I was, like, getting McDonald's. And there's, like, these, like, kids that were, like, college age or high school age or something. I was like, oh, these damn kids. I know that they're only, like, a few years younger than me. And then I stopped. Because I'm 24. And I was like, wait, if they're, like, college age, if they're, like, just, like, starting college, they're, like, 18. I'm 24. I'm, like, 6 years. That's more than a few years. 6 years is more than a few years. Like, help. I'm almost to Christmas cake territory. But that's fine. I am in too deep. I saw like a post talking about like the generational split between Gen Z, between people who say poggers and people who don't. I'm in the party that doesn't say poggers. I remember when it got popular and then I just like saw it and I was like, I'm not gonna say that. And I didn't. I keep hitting my knee on my desk. I do still dab. I do dab. I think dabbing should come back. But, oh, like Christmas cake? Yeah, Christmas cake is just like women who are like 25 to like 29. Or like, I guess if you want to like stretch it to 30, you could. Everyone should dab. Dabbing should come back so we can put it in a fire properly this time. No! It's good! If I ever get a 3D model, I'm gonna dab on you. All of the haters. All of the haters. Yeah. I feel like Poggers is in that weird territory where it's like, it's kind of fallen out of favor. But it's like in that stage where it's like, it's fallen out of favor, but it's not cool to bring it back yet. Same with like dabbing. Dabbing isn't cool to bring back yet. We have to like wait another few years. Ow. I keep hitting my knee. I will say I have been saying epic. Like I started saying that again, like ironically in like 2018 or something. 2019. And Automod said, you cannot say redneck. What was I talking about? But yeah, I say epic a lot. And now it's just like trying to be saying it unironically. You remember when everyone say like, for the win, epic? Oh god. Never gonna forget the soundbite of a redneck in the game 10 at 64 yelling poggers. Yeah. Pogger oomphy. Dabs. XD uwu. I feel like uwu has kind of fallen out of trend. I feel like people use that just to like mock people now. I'm gonna be completely honest. The only people I see using oomphy, the only people I see are in their 30s. Legitimately. Or at least like in like their late 20s. XD uwu is a rar away from the scene kids of the aughts. Yeah. I mean, stuff from like the aughties has gotten popular again. Like I know like webcore as an aesthetic has like come back. Yeah, I know Julie is part of like a stream team. Oh, Roar XD. And that's like that whole group's like aesthetic. Like going like rawr, rawr, rawr. I mean obviously like the individual members are not quite like that, but you know. The group aesthetic itself is. Happy for them. Um, yeah. I just like, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm relatively disconnected from people. So I feel like I tend to just kind of make my own slang and language and stuff. Because I'm kind of just disconnected. I don't know. And then when I do get shit in my head, it's fucking sound bites like, Peter, the horse is here. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm like in any groups though, really. I'm just kind of like here. Like I have like a few people I talk to and that's about it. That reminds me, you know what Toffee's original name was? Before I adopted her? And actually, we're coming up on the anniversary of when I adopted her really soon. Because I adopted her in like 2019 or so. Yeah, I think 2019. Maybe 2018? I'm not sure. Yeah, her name originally at the shelter was Lois. Ira. Ira, the cat's here. I wonder, I'm gonna look through my albums here. Like, I had her for a good while. Doing it by season. Oh, it was. Yeah. It was a nice name until Family Guy. Same with Peter. Yeah. I mean, it was like that with the name Karen, too. Although that wasn't, like, because of any show or anything. It was just... Yeah. Rip to all the Karens in the world who are, like, actually, like, decent people. I think, like, the names that I saw the most, though, when I was younger was just, like, Caitlin. Everyone was a Caitlin. Everyone was a Jacob. Or a Jake. So many Caitlins. The decent Karens would probably understand it's a joke. Yeah. I know like 3 Caitlins. See? And see, here, you get like so many variants on the spelling. Like you get with like you get like, I can't even spell it up because I have dyslexia and I know I'll stumble over it, but you get like the ones with the K, you get the ones with the C, you get it with the ending in a YN, you get it ending in YNN, you get it with IN, you get it with EN. Like, there's just too much. Also Mackenzie. Mackenzie is a name I saw sometimes. Yeah. Again, I have the name that sounds like a fucking granny. Dahlia. Granny Dahlia. I feel like flower names in general kind of have like that kind of granny vibe to it. Like Irene. I think Irene is a flower, right? I know Iris is. No, I think Irene is just a name. I think it's just a name. Yeah, that's wrong. It's just a name. Never mind. Of like Dahlia, is Gertrude a flower? Am I getting that like... Yeah, I'm just getting this like Oh, fuck, what's a... I need to, like, look at, like, flower names. Because I'm going insane. Like, I know that there's, like, one I'm thinking of that sounds like it's for an old lady. What the hell? Like, Rose. Violet. I haven't seen anyone named Marigold, but that seems like it would be something. Oh, God. Scrolling through this list and I saw Dahlia and was like, oh, I know that person. Am I just mixing up Gerbera with like Gertrude? I think I am. Also, if you say one more random name that is an old lady in my family, I'll die. Yeah. Oh, I have to think here. Imelda. It's always like the names that start with an I, you know? I'm thinking again, my brain just keeps going back to Gertrude. Old lady names. Help me out. Help me out, Google. Patty. Shirley. Barbara. Phyllis. Carol. Esther. Lynn. Eileen. Bertha. Lucille. Roberta. Wanda. Oh my god, Wanda. Yeah. Nancy. Linda. Agnes. Margaret. Okay, Margaret feels kind of normal though. Helen. Doris. Darlene. Susan. Good lord. Wanda's the name of a fairy and nothing else. I've met a few real life Wandas. It's always a little weird because like I grew up watching Fairly Odd Parents, so I was like, huh? Yeah? Yeah, I perk up every time I see the word onion in real life now, right? Yeah, all those names are like, that's the names of like 70-year-old ladies. No one is allowed to be named Margaret thanks to Britain. Yeah. RIP. Is Wanda the fairy supposed to be a pun about wands? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know what Cosmo's deal is. Oh, then he got like pregnant once. Which like, good for him. Good for him. It's kind of weird looking back on it. Like, yeah, we were just like a normal cartoon with impreg. Like, why did that happen? Hello? There's a lot of weird shit in cartoons like that looking back. The ones that I grew up on. It's like cosmic power, like stars, like the tip of the wand. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah. Get yourself a man who can get pregnant. Do they say they get pregnant in a weird way, or are we just supposed to assume Cosmo and Wanda get freaky in that fishbowl? I want to say that they said it was in like a weird way, but like I was like a teen, like not even like a teen. I was like 11. I was a tween. That shit came out. Maybe even younger. I don't remember. I just remember like being like, what the fuck? Like that was my main takeaway. It was just like, what the fuck? Um, I remember though, like they made like the special, like they're like, oh, we're introducing a new character. It's a new baby, and I remember like seeing it, and I hated it. I think that is part of why I stopped watching it. I think that baby was Poof. I wanna say, yeah. It's just a fucking orb. I hated that child. Little freak. Hated it. I don't know. I don't know how the pregnancy works. I'm like looking at like the Fairly Odd Parents fandom wiki right now. Wiki, whatever. I don't know. What is this? However, as it turns out, unlike with humans where it's the woman who has the baby, when fairies have biological kids of their own, it's actually the male fairy who has the baby rather than the female fairy. Cosmo's forced to deal with wild mood swings, weird cravings, and continuous vomiting. Also, apparently he like wished for it. Was Rugrats Cringer based? I didn't really watch that as a kid. I think when I did, I was like too young to really get it. Like I was like the age of the babies. Also, rip to your computer, Marasmu. Cartoons with their niche fetishes. Honestly. Fairies can only reproduce when a child wishes for them to, according to the Fairly Odd Wiki. Weird. It's a very strange thing to include in a kid's show. It's not like the baby added anything to the show, right? Honestly, though, I think as an adult looking back on Fairly Odd Parents, like, that show kind of sucked, dude. It's not a good show. Like, the top comment on this wiki is a quote from Butch about being a Christian. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even touching that can of worms. Yeah. I like specifically remember though with that show, they had an episode where Timmy wished that he didn't exist, and like everyone's lives was like notably better because of it. And like as a little kid who had undiagnosed depression, like that shit fucked with me. Like that fucked with my brain super hard. Yeah. Fairly Odd Parents noticeably gave me worse depression. Yeah. Honestly, it shouldn't have flown even then. Like, I don't think that episode should have aired ever. It should not have been made. Because that was extremely fucked up. I assume there's another lesson at the end that was like, hey, it's okay. I don't know. I'm gonna look at the episode synopsis. Timmy doesn't exist. I don't know what the episode name was. It's a Wishful Life. Tootie is the only one whose life is terrible without Timmy. Tootie is now the one who gets Fs all the time and is made fun of by many students. Timmy suddenly has a change of heart now that he saw someone's life being worse without him and passes the test. Hello? Who was Tootie? Oh. Oh, Tootie was the one that had like an unrequited crush on Timmy. She was the younger sister of Vicky. Wild. Yeah. For some reason, it seems like the kids shows in that era really mean like iCarly. Nickelodeon has a lot of questionable choices. Oh god, yeah, that. Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up shit. The canonical ending of the show is the movies. I think there are like 3. That makes sense. It's been so long since I watched it, but I remember like as a kid, like I like iCarly a lot. I had like a big crush on Sam. But like it was like one of those things where it's like I didn't know that it was a crush. Like I had a crush on her. I don't think I really watched Totally Spies that much. I think the shows that I watched the most was like iCarly, Really Odd Parents, what else? Like I watched cartoons before it like got like really good for a bit. Like I stopped watching cartoons before like Adventure Time came out. But like I don't know, man. I'm having like so much trouble remembering what I watched. I watched Danny Phantom. Also Avatar, The Last Airbender, fucking classic. Holds up pretty well from what I've seen, although I haven't rewatched it in a while. But I remember it being really fucking good, and like I remember like being super excited about like the finales and stuff, because I kept up with that shit. That was like the show that I like watched religiously. And I got like really upset if I ever missed an episode. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a fucking good show. I haven't seen Korra. I know that like Korra is bisexual or whatever. I think that's pretty cool. Happy for her. But when I tried watching it when it came out, it was just like I just couldn't really get into it. So I just didn't watch it. Are Avatar extras, the trivia blurb things, lost media like they are for other shows of the era? I don't know. You'd have to ask someone else. That would suck if it was. Lost media is always like a sad concept to me. Yeah. I think that part of the problem with Korra is that like it was a sequel to something that was already super fucking good. And when you have like hype built up in your head, it doesn't matter how good it is in reality because it can never match what you have in your head. And that is why I always go into shit with as much of an empty brain as possible, because I am just here to pass time and get entertained. Because if I try to go in with like a critical view, I'm just gonna have a bad time with most stuff, because if I listen to that part of my brain, I'm fucking picky as hell. That's like part of why I like started reading like garbage isekai. I haven't really done that in a while. But yeah. God. One day I'm gonna just write my own garbage isekai and I'm gonna make it a lesbian harem. I stopped watching quote-unquote good shows because of that. Yeah. Yeah, I know, like, when I was younger and I was, like, more active on, like, Tumblr, it was very much the era of everything has to be perfect, and if it's slightly problematic, you can't support it. There's no such thing as, like, constructive criticism or, like, examining things critically. You're not allowed to enjoy it at all. Yeah, you have to overanalyze everything. So that kind of fucked me up for a bit, and I'm just, like, now beginning to, like, really recover from it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Tumblr, but, like, oh my god. I feel like a lot of the people with that mindset migrated to, like, TikTok, though. And The beautiful thing about TikTok's algorithm, even though it's kind of terrifying that it's this efficient, is that I don't have to see that shit. I don't have to see people argue about discourse on fictional characters anymore. I don't have to look at it. I can just block them, and it works, and it's great. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know, man. Tumblr, I love Tumblr, but I was actually thinking of like going back there again. But I don't know. I feel like it's really hard for me to use more than one social media platform at a time. Like, I feel like I'm only good at being active on like Twitter sometimes, and then sometimes Discord. And then obviously I'm active on Twitch, as you can see. That's about it. I'm not really good at doing much else. And I even ended up kind of dropping TikTok because I've been too lazy to get wireless headphones. Because I am that bitch. I prefer to just blast shit out of my phone speakers. But also, I'm like aware of the audio space of people around me, and I don't want to bother people, so I don't blast shit. So I don't want to bother my roommate or anything, so social media is an exercise in finding out which people you like are secretly terrible. God. Ugh. I hate thinking of it like that. Having mostly pictures on my Tumblr makes it easy to mindlessly scroll. Yeah. I like just looking at the funny posts. I'm not good at making the funny posts. But I like to read them. I like to consume the content. Yeah. Well, I guess that's kind of the downside to this current age of internet, I think. Is that it really is just all based around, like, consuming. I think more people should try and, like, make art. Just for, like, the fun of it. I felt like Reddit posts had too much impact and it stressed me out to go too long on it. Yeah, that's fair, I think. Best of Redditor updates is still, like, my favorite sub to, like, read. Because you just get, like, the most insane shit. Like... like, there is this one post here, like, that was posted earlier today about, like, this person who, like, put a lot of effort into baking a cake for their niece for her birthday. And her sister-in-law, like, the niece's mom, was, like, really pissy about it for no real reason. And it was just, like, really hostile and aggressive towards her and said that, like, she, like, ruined the birthday even though it was a really good-looking cake. And then, there was a really sweet post I saw where it was, like, a guy, or was it a guy? I don't know. I guess they don't actually state their gender. It was a person, who is autistic, and their mom had a dinner with, like, some colleagues and, like, her boss. And they made food that had peas in it, and that person didn't like peas, so they picked them out and, like, saved them to give to ducks. And, like, the boss, like, was like, oh, what are you doing? And was like, I'm picking up the peas to give to the ducks. And the boss was like, oh, okay, here's some of mine, too. And the mom was like, oh, no, I've been embarrassed. But then it was like, no, it was fine. And she explained she was just stressed to the poster. And everything worked out, and they got to feed some ducks. It was so cute. It was such a good little thing. A good little post to read on Reddit. I'm happy for that original poster. I hope that they keep to get feeding the feeding the ducks. Yeah. I think I Englished that right. Yeah. I hope I'm giving up on that sentence. But yeah. Man. Ducks are cute. I miss being able to, like, save up, like, extras from, like, dinner. Like, feed them to chickens. That was always fun. Give them like peelings from like carrots and stuff. Don't worry, English doesn't make sense, but our brains are pretty good at doing gymnastics to figure stuff out that makes no sense. Yeah. Like, like the fucking post, it's like, why did they call it oven when you in the cold food out hot eat the food? Like that. Yeah, I had chickens when I was younger. I mostly was just raising like the chicks. But they were really sweet. I really liked them. Except for when they make perfect sense, but you can't fathom that as such. So someone says brown big bear instead of a big brown bear. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's like those little rules that you don't think about. Yeah, adjective order. But then there's like some stuff where it's like it's objectively wrong, but it still sounds right, like pizza pasta. You know? Oh. Let me see here. That reminds me of the fucking video. It was like, pizza, pasta, put it in a box, deliver to my house and put it on my cock, my cock, my cock, my cock, my cock, my cock, cheesy on my peenie and some salsa on my balls. That's a classic post. God, I feel like I've seen that around for like, oh, so long. 2017. Funny. Yeah. It's a beautiful song. Passed down for generations. Yeah. I think I'm gonna probably call it here. Who's live right now? I'm gonna leave it on that pizza pasta note. Hmm. 2017 was not that long ago. I'll concede that 2016 was, but half a decade isn't quite long enough. Oh, God. Don't remind me. 2016 feels like it was just the other day. Don't remind me that. Let's see here. Yeah, honestly, it's just been like a slow downfall since 2012. I just raided Marcy the other day. I guess Orange is live. Oh. You can raid them. As for the raid message... So they're playing Countdown Vampires, which I don't know anything about, but Halloween-esque, I'm sure. Raid message, God, I don't really have one. I guess just cat raid. There you go. That'll work. That'll do. But yeah. I'll have my schedule up, hopefully later tonight or so. I'm not sure yet. But yeah. I'll probably stream tomorrow.